I'm coming to you today with a moment of optimism. I think about my journey of life and I think about some of the times when I've hit really dark spots. If you're like me, perhaps you've gone through a really difficult divorce. There are a lot of women out there that have. And I remember in some of those dark days of, just before I left, like lying on the floor in the bathroom crying and thinking, how am I ever going to get through this? And it all feeling so incredibly overwhelming. And then you flash forward, right? 5 years later, things are good. For me, flash forward 10 years later, and now I'm with a really amazing partner and have a really lovely marriage, and I feel so good. But we get through those dark days. My mom was my best friend. I was one of those lucky girls who drew a good mom card and had a really, really good mom. And I always thought, God, I can't imagine losing my mom. And then my mom died of cancer. And you know what? I got through it. And I still feel very connected and very grateful for having had her. So, divorce, death, loss. I've been through loss of jobs. I've been through times when I, could hardly rub two pennies together and was raising two little girls as a single mom. We make it through those hard times and those dark days, and we build our resilience. So, I tend to sometimes look at what's going on right now in the world with the politics and with some of these things, and I can get pretty disheartened, as I know many of you can. But I have to remind myself that we're really resilient, and we get through the hard stuff and we get through the dark stuff. And we can't see the forest for the trees. We don't know what's around the corner. So even though things right now can seem really challenging and at times maybe kind of dark, we also can hold hope and optimism because there's also something else around the corner that we can't yet see. So today is a day I am leaning into gratitude for my resilience and trust and optimism for even when things are dark and seem hard, there's another chapter. There's another chapter coming around the corner. So we can get through the hard stuff. And when we do, we come out the other side with a renewed sense of resilience and also like an increased appreciation for what we have when we struggle through the hard times to get to those good times. So anyway, moment of optimism for you all today. I hope that you can relate to some of that, and maybe it brings you a moment of optimism too.